Alright, what's up everybody, back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys have it going. Today, we are going to be doing another ranking tier list video. We did one on the point guards, the shooting guards, these small forwards. If you miss any of those three, go check them out. But now, we are on to the power forwards. So we have every power forward in the NBA right now, over 100 players in this pool. And we're going to be putting them into a tier list. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. Really appreciate it. If you do the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications to all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So explain the tiers really quick before we start ranking. So we have S tier. These are the top tier elite power forwards in the game. A tier, we have not maybe elite, not the top of the top, but they're still very, very good. B tier is like maybe floating around all-star level-ish. You know, they're not stars, but, you know, they're still really good. Starters, all-stars, starters. C tier is like, alright, they're okay. Maybe not, they're not all-star level, but they're just okay. You know, your typical average power forward. D tier is like the, alright, probably coming off the bench, maybe not even playing consistently. You know, D tier, and the GL, G leaguers. You know, guys on two ways and on the end of the roster and stuff like that. Alright, let's get it started. We got Admiral Schofield to start. I gotta put him in the G League. He just got back in the league with the Magic on a two-way contract. So yeah, probably not gonna be playing that much. Paolo Banchero. I think he's B for right now. I think in the future he's gonna be up here without a question. But yeah, B tier, really love his rookie season. Like how I played in FIBA, I think he's going to have a really good year. Potential All-Star next year, man. Potential All-Star. The Magic are good, which I think the Magic are going to be a good team. I think All-Star could be in his future next season. Jabari Walker, also going to throw him in the G League, plays for the Portland Trailblazers. Dominic Barlow, also going down in the G League, plays for the Spurs. He had a really good summer league, though. Nick Batum. I think Nick Batum's a really good C tier power forward. You know, just comes off the bench, does what he has to do, doesn't do too much, doesn't produce a little. He just comes in and does what he needs to do. Really good basketball player, you know. Darius Bazley. I think I'm gonna have to put him in D tier. Yeah, he got traded. He was really good for the first 2 years. I really liked him with the Thunder, but then I don't know, he just kind of lost his spot. And the rotation just kind of got lost in the mix. Got traded to the Suns and didn't really get to play over there. He's still in Phoenix now. I don't know what his role is going to be next year. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But for now, I'll put him in D tier. Ben Simmons. Now, where do we put Ben? I think we have to put Ben. We can't put him. Prime Ben would be probably A tier. But now, this new Ben, last few years, I think I'm gonna put him in C for right now, man. Just based off what we had the last few years. I think he's gonna come out and be better next year, but that's not for certain. You know, of course, injuries, a lot of other off-court stuff has been affecting him, and yeah, it's just not the same Ben Simmons that we've seen in Philly. You know, being an All-Star and All-NBA like player. This year's a huge year for him. If he doesn't do anything again this year, then a lot of things are going to be said and done around Ben Simmons. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I think I have to kind of put him in C because like there's no really other place to put him. You know, Davis Bertans. He had a really good FIBA run. I think I got to put him in D. He's one of those guys where he's really out there. If he's not shooting the ball, he's not really doing anything else on the court. That contract is also not great. He's with the Thunder now. Maybe he's going to have a little bit of a good run next year. I don't know. But the last year or two in Dallas, he hasn't really gotten consistent playing time. So, yeah, I think I have to put him in D. Bojan Bogdanovic. I'm going to put him in B. Really good year last year. Excited to see how he plays in Detroit this season. Really good for, you know, shoot the ball, get buckets. You know what I mean? He played really, really well. Bol. I think I have to put Bol in D tier as well. He had some really good moments last year with the Orlando Magic that's shown some potential, but at the end of the year, second half of the season, he kind of just lost his spot. Yeah, just a very interesting player, you know? Like, we don't really know what his position is, what his strengths and weaknesses are. So, yeah, he goes to Phoenix now. Maybe he's going to get a lot more opportunity over there. We don't know yet. But, yeah, very interested to see how Bobo plays next season. But for now, I think I have to put him in D just because we don't really know too much about him yet. Chris Boucher, I'm going to put him in C tier. Very solid. Big man, come off the bench, block shots, a lot of length, can shoot the 3-ball well, athletic. Yeah, I think Chris Boucher is just very solid 4, you know. Miles Bridges. Now, this is an interesting one because we haven't seen him in a year. The last time we saw him, he was around B tier. Do I keep him in there? I'll keep Miles Bridges in B. Again, we don't know what he's going to look like this year. He's going to be suspended for the first few games of next season. We haven't seen him in a year because of all the other stuff that happened with him. So, yeah, I think last time we saw him, he was B. So, I'm going to keep him in B for now. But that could be subject to change. Jamal Cain, put him in the G League, 2-way guy for the Heat. Caleb Martin, I think put him in C tier. He had a really good playoff run, especially in the Eastern. He probably should have been Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He had a really good series there. Really good role player, you know. Shoot, his 3-ball has become decent. You know, really good defender, rebounder, just does all the little things. You know, that's really good to have, especially on a team like the Miami Heat. Cam Johnson, I think I'll put Cam in B tier. Yeah, I think I'll put Cam in B tier. I think he's a really good, one of the better role players in the league. Go to Brooklyn, and he played really good with the Nets. He got awarded with a $100 million contract. So, yeah, very interested to see how he plays next season. But I think, I'll put him in B tier. Right? Should I? Is he B tier? Yeah, I'll put him in B tier. Toumani Camara plays for the Phoenix Suns, 2nd-round draft pick. Put him in the G League. Vlatko Konchar, put him in D. I think he had another injury recently, so he's going to be out for a little while longer, which sucks. But yeah, he's NBA champion, though, so. Brandon Clark. But Brandon Clark in C tier. I kind of forgot about Brandon Clark last year towards ACL, which was a big loss for the Grizzlies. But yeah, one of the better, come off the bench, big man of the league. A lot of energy, always around the rim for rebounds and easy shots. You know, and a good defender as well. Noah Clowney. Got to put him in D for now just because you don't really know yet. Didn't have a great summer league, but it is summer league. But it's interesting to see how his role with the Nets, kind of a 3-and-D big, I guess. He blocks shots, moves very well on the defensive end and the offensive end. He can shoot the 3-ball. So, yeah. John Collins. Where do we put John Collins on this list? B. I feel like he's in between B and C. There's like a B-, C+ tier. He'd be in it. Like, I don't know where to put him on the B or C scale. I'm gonna put him on. I'll put John Collins in C, actually, for now. You know, he had a pretty not great year last year with the Atlanta Hawks. He's in a new situation now with the Utah Jazz. And I'm interested to see how they use him there and what his role will be over there, especially with all the other players they have in his position. But yeah, Atlanta just didn't really work out. He should have been traded probably a few years ago, but he waited till now, which I like that he got traded. I like that he's in a new change of scenery for both sides. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think C. You know, he's just been okay the last few years after that playoff run. Xavier Cooks, D tier, plays for the Wizards. Torrey Craig, also going to go in C tier, really solid role player, wings with the Chicago Bulls now. Yeah, really solid wing. I won't be surprised if he gets traded at the trade deadline if the Bulls suck this year. Jay Crowder, also going to go in C. Solid 3-and-D wing role player that you want to get to the finals, apparently, because he gets to the finals a lot. Dean Wade, going to put him in D tier. I wish the Cavs would play him a lot more. You know, I think he'll fit with the team. He had a very solid year, I think, last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, where he was good 3-point shooting, stretch forward. That also was okay on the defensive end. But yeah, I think D tier. I can't put him on the C tier, I think, yet. Dorian Finney-Smith, also going to go in C tier, one of the better two-way wings in the league defensively. You know, he's locked down offensively. That 3-ball is taking a big turn. Really love Dorian Finney-Smith. Ousmane Dieng, I got to put him in the D tier for now. We haven't really seen him too much as a lottery pick. We'll see if he gets an opportunity with the Thunder, especially with them You know, possibly playing a playoff team next year. Who knows? But Ousmane Dieng got game though. Definitely got some game. Derrick Jones Jr. I think I'll put him in D tier as well. Really good defender. Obviously, you know, that leg ability. Just offensive end, he's kind of tough. He's not really dunking. He's not really doing much. He can't really shoot the 3 ball. He's really solid defensively. I like him for the Mavericks. I think he's going to be an interesting fit over there. Draymond, I think that's our first A tier. Multiple time All-Star. Don't look at the stats, but he just does everything else on the court. Defensively, one of the best in the league. Helping a dynasty, basically. One of the better passing, you know, big men. Yeah, just does. He's Draymond Green, you know. You know who Draymond is. Evan Mobley. Now, he's an interesting one because I can see an argument for A tier, but I also think I don't know if I'm ready to put him on A tier yet. I think by next year or the year after, he will definitely be up here in A tier. Also, looking at the guys in B tier, I'd take Evan Mobley over all of these guys right now. But I don't know if I'm ready because I'm thinking about some of the guys I want to put in A tier. And I don't know. He's like, Evan Mobley's like in between, like an A minus B plus tier. Like in between this. Because I think he's better than them. But I don't think he's on the level of some of the guys I'm going to put in A tier yet. You know? So he's really interesting. But I think I'm going to put him in B tier for now. You know, I think I'm putting him in B tier. I think I'm moving Miles Bridges down to C tier. Just because, I mean, we haven't seen him play in a year. So I think we have to cool it a little bit. I'm going to put Miles Bridges in C tier. Evan Mobley, I think, goes, B tier for now. One of the better defenders in the league already. Probably going to win a Defensive Player of the Year or multiple Defensive Player of the Years in this league. Offensively, still has a little more to improve, but I like what he does. Really good basketball player, can pass the ball well, scoring inside, a little mid-range game. Has to work on the shooting ability a little bit. But, yeah, I think Mobley's going to be really, really good. But for now, I think we can put him in B. Danilo Gallinari. I'll put him in the C tier. Unfortunately, he missed the entirety of last season with an ACL tear. Now he's in Washington. So I don't know how long he's going to last there or play well there, but we'll see. GG Jackson. I think I would put him in the G League for now. That's probably where he's going to spend a lot of time. His rookie year, the youngest player in the league right now. Second round pick by the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll see how he develops. Giannis, S tier. We don't even have to talk about it. Anthony Gill. Put him in the D tier. Still on the Wizards. He's been there for a few years. Just a solid veteran, I guess. You know, does his job. Aaron Gordon. Put him in the B tier. Really key to that Denver Nuggets championship run. Really good role player. Loved him last year with the Nuggets. Played an amazing season. Doing his perfect role. You know, cutting off Jokic. Dump-ins. You know, on offense, just kind of filling the holes on offense, and then defensively as well, being their best defender, guarding a lot of different players. Yeah, he played super, super well. Grant Williams, I'm put him in the C tier, but I do think he's gonna have a really good year in Dallas. I really like the fit over there. Has a lot more opportunity in Boston. He kind of, at some points, was kind of benched, and his role was kind of changing in and out. But I think he's gonna have a actual role in Dallas, a consistent role, and I think he's going to do pretty well at it. Mohamed Gay for the Atlanta Hawks, going to put him in the G League. Taylor Hendricks, I think I have to put him in C tier for now. Top 10 pick. Really like his defensive ability. It's going to be very interesting to see how Utah plays his lineup, especially with Lowry, Kessler, Olynyk. They have Hendricks and Collins to the mix. A lot of versatility, a lot of different things they can do over there. But I'm very interested to see Taylor Hendricks play. I like how he fits in Dallas. Another really good defender down low. Enough the offense, the three-point shot is consistent. You know, he's going to be very valuable. Herb Jones. Also going to put him in the C tier. He's listed as a power forward on Basketball Reference, apparently. So we're going to put him as a power forward because it's funny. But no, one of the better defenders in the league. Just got paid as well this offseason, which is well-deserved. And I really like his fit with the Pelicans team. They need some defenders over there, and he's one of the best at it. Haywood Highsmith, put him in the D tier. You know, really liked when he does play though for the Heat. Isaiah Mobley, put him in the G League. Won the Summer League Championship MVP. Very interested to see if he actually gets playing time with Cleveland. Maybe not, but who knows. Jonathan Isaac, got to put him in the D tier as well. Fortunately, just can't stay healthy. Can't stay on the court. When he does play on the court, a really good two-way wing player, obviously, but just, yeah, the health. Jabari Smith Jr., going to put him in the C tier. Too early, I feel like, to rank him up here yet, especially with the rookie year he had, but the end of his rookie year and in Summer League, he really took off, took a big step, and I'm very excited to see how he plays in his second season, because I think it could be something very nice. Jack White from the G League, plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder now. Jake LaRavia, I'm from in the G League as well. Didn't really get a whole lot of opportunity with the Grizzlies, but yeah, he's a first round pick. See what he can do. Jalen Johnson, I'll put him in the D tier for now, but I think he's going to take a jump. I think he's going to have a lot more opportunity. John Collins is gone. You know, he had some really solid moments last season, becoming kind of a consistent part of the Atlanta Hawks rotation, and I think he has the opportunity to have a bigger role next year and really break out. Jarace Walker, put him in the C tier. Love the pick for the Indiana Pacers. I think he was the perfect pick over there. Really good basketball player. You know, defensively, can do a lot of different things. Can guard the paint, guard the perimeter, gets a lot of blocks and steals, plays with a lot of energy. Just plays winning basketball already. You know, on both ends. A really almost kind of complete player, which is crazy to say about a rookie, but he can do a little bit of everything. And yeah, just brings a really good style to the Indiana Pacers. I love that pick. Jaren Jackson Jr. Put him in the A tier. Defensive Player of the Year last season. Had a really good offensive game as well at the end of last year, especially with Job missing a lot of time. He really took a big step. And so I'm very interested to see how he plays next year. I'm very interested to see how the Grizzlies play next year with Jaren. Do they make him the official full-time center? Because he was technically listed as a center in Basketball Reference, but I put him on the power forward list because usually when Steven Adams is there, he's the power forward. So I'm interested to see, do they bring Steven Adams off the bench next year, or do they keep Steven Adams and keep the big lineup? I don't know, but yeah, Jaren, really good season last year. Jeff Green, in the C tier. Uncle Jeff still getting it done. Love that he won a championship last year with the Nuggets. Love Jeff Green. And now he's with the Rockets. You know, trying to be a veteran over there. And yeah, I love it. Jeremy Grant, I'll put him in the B tier. He's the career arc and trajectory of Jeremy Grant has been one insane thing to watch. Going from a second round pick in the Sixers as being really just kind of an energy, come off the bench and dunk on some people, to OKC where he started kind of being a little better as a role player defender and stuff. Then going to Denver where he really kind of broke out as a three-point shooting and stuff. Going to Detroit and then becoming a bucket getter. And now putting it all together in Portland and getting paid a lot of money. Was it overpaid? Probably, but hey, you know, Jeremy Grant, he's a really good player, man. Really, really good player. Nikola Jovic, got to put him in the D tier for now. Had a really good FIBA World Cup, and I'm interested to see if he gets an actual consistent role next year for the Miami Heat. You know, he's got some good game. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, got to put him in the D tier. He missed a lot of time last year with injury, but I think he's a really good player. Went to Villanova, so you know he knows how to play. Really good big man, undersized, but he makes it work. You know, really solid passer, defender, just makes winning plays. You know what I mean? Jalen Smith, he's also going in the D tier. Top 10 pick. Unfortunately, just hasn't really figured it out yet. Did a few years ago in Indiana, but then last season when he got the big opportunity, didn't really do that well. So yeah, I don't know what is gonna come of Jalen Smith. We'll see. Karl-Anthony Towns, I think A tier is good for him. I don't think I can put him in S tier. He's not one of the elite yet. He's now a power forward, but I mean he's still really good. Still all-star level. Maybe even a tiny bit above all-star level guy. Yeah, it's Karl-Anthony Towns, man. You know how Karl-Anthony Towns is. Kawhi Leonard, S tier. I don't care. I know the injuries and stuff, but Kawhi Leonard is still one of the best in the league when he's playing on the court. And you can't really take any of that away from him. Keita Bates-Diop. I'll put him in C tier. I really loved his season last year with the Spurs. He's kind of been bouncing around the league trying to figure it out. And now in San Antonio last year, he figured it out. Really good role player. Now with the Suns, I think he's going to be a difference maker over there for the Suns. And this guy that just makes good plays. Not the big name, but he comes in, does what he has to do defensively. He can switch and play a lot of different positions. Offensively, makes the right plays. Shooting the three ball, really solid as well. And yeah, I think he's going to have a really solid year for the Phoenix Suns. Speaking of the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant thrown right up into the S tier. And let's not talk about it anymore because it's Kevin Durant. Keegan Murray, I'm going to throw him in the C tier for now, but I think he's definitely going to jump up to the B tier by next season. Really solid rookie year. Most 3-pointers made by a rookie in NBA history. And he's just going to keep getting better and better. Love that he just plays winning basketball. You know, plays his role and does it really, really good. You know, he's going to be around the league for a long time if he continues to do that. Kenrich Williams, Kenny Hustle, my guy. I'm going to put him in the C tier as well. Another really good winning basketball player. You know, very kind of unique when he gets it done. You know, kind of more of a point forward. Really solid defensively. Love me some Kenny Hustle. Keontae Johnson. I'm going to throw him in the G League. 2nd round pick for the Thunder. Very excited he made the NBA, especially after what happened at Florida with the collapse and stuff. But yeah, very smaller forward. I don't know how he's going to really get used in the NBA. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Kenyon Martin Jr. I'll throw him in the C tier. Loved his season last year for the Houston Rockets. You know, kind of took a big step in his game on all places. Kind of becoming a really good role player on defense. He's really solid offensively. 3 balls come along. You know, all that his athletic ability. And now he's with the Clippers. I think that's a really good fit. They kind of haven't really had players like him, especially with how young they are. Usually all the Clippers play veterans and bench are old, but now getting a younger role player that can bring a lot of energy. I really like that for the Clippers. Maxi Kleber, also throwing him in the C tier. Really solid defender at the power forward center spot. Fortunately, he missed a lot of time last year with injury, so you know, kind of forgot about him. But when he does play, he's a really solid 3-and-D forward. Kevin Knox, throw him in the D tier. He just got re-signed by the Portland Trail Blazers, so shout out to him for keeping his NBA career alive. Kobe Brown, I'll throw him in the D tier. 1st round pick by the Clippers. Interesting pick out of Missouri. Really interested to see how he does get used in the NBA, what his role will be in the NBA. But I think he could be a very solid player. Jonathan Kuminga. I think I have to kind of put him in the D tier for now. You know, showed a lot of promise, but just hasn't really gotten consistent playing time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's the problem with him not getting playing time. I don't know. But I think this season, hopefully he does get a lot more minutes. I think he's going to have to get a lot more minutes. And I think he's going to have a big season next year for the Warriors. Kyle Kuzma. I'm throwing him in the B tier. Just got paid $100 million. Shout out to him. Really good player. You know, went to Washington, has really kind of figured it out in a way. So yeah, very excited for Kyle Kuzma and very interested to see how he plays next year in Washington. He's probably going to have another really good season. Kyle Anderson. Good C tier. You know what I mean? Really good role player. Does a lot of good things. Very unconventional game, but it works. You know, makes winning plays, plays winning basketball. Yep, he really sparked that Timberwolves team as well last season. When they started off bad and Towns got hurt, he kind of was a big reason why they kind of brought it back and got to the playoffs. Lauri Markkanen. I'm gonna put Lauri in the B tier for now. I don't know if I can throw him in the A yet, even though he did have a really good year. Was an all-star starter last season. One most improved player, had an amazing season for the Jazz. I'm gonna throw him in B tier now though. I don't expect him to have the same year as he did last year this season, but I'm not saying he's gonna fall off. But I think he's still gonna have a really good year, and the way he did it as well, very good player, Lauri Markkanen, man. Really nice trajectory of his career, and you know, with tough times in Chicago, got to Cleveland was okay, and now in Utah, blossoming. So yeah, if he does another year like he did last year though, he's definitely going up here. Leonard Miller, I'll throw him in the D tier for now. Very unique player. Interested to see how he translates to the NBA. Got picked in the 2nd round by the Timberwolves, which I didn't expect. So I think that's a really solid spot for him. And if the Timberwolves can develop him right, which it's a tough ask because it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, but he could be very unique. EJ Liddell, from the G League, finally going to get a chance to play this season after having a torn ACL last season for the Pelicans from Ohio State. Isaiah Livers, I'll throw him in the D tier. Has some solid moments. Has the makings of maybe being a potential solid 3-and-D wing off the bench for the Detroit Pistons. So we'll see. Kenny Lofton Jr., put him in the G League. Did have a 40-point game last season in the NBA, though. Yeah, I love me some Kenny Lofton, though. Trey Lyles. I'm going to throw him in the C tier. I put Keita Bates up here. I think I'd put Trey Lyles here as well, man. He had a really good year last year for the Kings. Coming off the bench, kind of finding his role as kind of a scoring forward, I guess. Defensively, he's not bad as well. Marcus Morris, throw him in the C tier. Didn't have a great year last year with the Clippers. Usually he's probably, he's probably usually C tier still as well. He's getting older though, but I think he could have a bounce back year next year with the Clippers. Hopefully if that shot starts falling. Markieff Morris, I think I have to throw him in the D tier. Kind of isn't really a regular in the rotation anymore. Just got re-signed by the Mavericks as a veteran leader that also can come in and knock down the 3 ball, I guess, sometimes. Play small ball 5. Chimezie Metu, I'm going to throw him in the D tier as well, even though he did have a solid year last year for the Kings as well. Now he's with the Suns. He's going to get a lot more opportunity, so I'm interested to see how that happens. Chris Murray, I have to put him in the D tier for now as well, just because you don't really know too much about him. But I think he's going to be another good player. If he's anything like Keegan Murray, I think he'll be just fine. George Niang, I'm going to throw George Niang in the C. Yeah, I'll put him in the C tier. Good stretch 4. That's really all about what he does. But Cavaliers now, we really need some 3-point shooting. Yeah, he's just an okay player. Miles Norris plays for the Atlanta Hawks, put him in the G League. Obi Toppin, I think I have to put him in D for now, but I think after this year he's definitely going to be in C tier, no question. Just hasn't really got an opportunity in New York. They didn't expect Julius Randle to become an All-NBA like player, so it kind of put Obi Toppin on the back burner. Now he goes to Indiana, where he's going to get a lot more opportunity and potentially have another really good potentially have a breakout season, which I'm expecting him to do that and to get himself up into the C tier. O'Shea Brissett, also thrown in D tier, signed with the Boston Celtics. Really solid role player. I don't know how consistently he's going to be in the rotation, but really solid small ball 4 that can shoot the 3 ball, brings a lot of energy on both ends. Pascal Siakam, absolute A tier, really, really good. Might not be a Raptor that much longer, but we know who Pascal is. All-star like player, potential All-NBA like player. Yeah, he's really, really good. Patrick Williams, I think I have to put him in C for now. Because he's still a starter. Fortunately, hasn't really shown too much when he was with the Bulls so far those first few seasons, but that's also because the Bulls are kind of not really. He hasn't really got a whole lot of opportunity with the Bulls because DeMar and Levine and all that stuff. He's kind of been forced to kind of a catch and shoot 3-and-D wing, which he's done okay at it, especially on the defensive end. He's good. Just the offense needs to take a big jump, but he's still very young. PJ Tucker, throw him in C tier, ultimate kind of hustle role player. He averages 2 points a game, but he's still a starter in the league because he does everything else on the court. Alexei Pokusevski, I think I have to put him in D. He has some solid moments last season, but he did get injured early in the year and kind of got lost in the mix because the Thunder started playing really good. But I think, he's a very unique player. 7'1" player that can shoot the 3 ball, handle the ball a little bit. He's still very young, so we'll see what happens with him. Bobby Portis, gotta throw him in the C tier. Really good energy guy on the bench, one of the better 6-men in the league. Found a home in Milwaukee, and really become a really good shooter too. He's become a really good 3-point shooter. Michael Potter in the G League, plays for the Utah Jazz as a 2-way guy. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if he got picked up by another team. I think he's with the Jazz still. Taurean Prince, gonna throw him in C. Just your typical 3-and-D wing, that does solid things. Now on a Laker, I think he's gonna be pretty good there. Olivier Maxence Prosper, gotta throw him in D for now, but I think he got drafted to the right situation with the Mavericks. They need a player like him, especially after trading away Dorian Finney-Smith, and he can do that. Brings a lot of energy, a lot of length, good defensively, and on offense, gets out in transition and scores. If that 3-point shot ever becomes really consistent, he's gonna be in the league for a long time. Julius Randle, A tier as well. Say what you want about the playoffs and stuff, which he hasn't been great, but the last few years, 2 of the last 3 years, he's been an All-Star and All-NBA level player. So, he fits on this A tier. Isaiah Roby from the D tiers of Nick. Robert Covington. I'm gonna put Rocco in the D tier, just because he's kind of lost a lot of minutes the last few seasons. Even though he did come off the bench like 2 years ago with the Clippers after randomly not playing and dropped 30. But when he does play, he's okay. Just he doesn't really get any consistent minutes anymore. But yeah, really good defender. And if that 3-point shot can be consistently firing, he can be really good. Rui Hachimura, I'll throw him in C. I loved how he played last year with the Lakers. Kind of revived his career. He's always been good in Washington. It was Washington, so a lot of things weren't right there. But now with the Lakers, good. Now probably gonna be their starter maybe at the 4, depending on how they want to play this. But yeah, really developed the 3-point shot. It looks just a lot better as a Laker. Luka Samanic, from the G League. Santi Aldama, I'm gonna put him in D. Even though I think he's gonna have a lot more opportunity this year with the Grizzlies. Had a really solid season last year. Actually, honestly, remember Jaren did play for a little bit at the start of the year, and he became their starting forward, and they were like fine. He was doing okay. So yeah, Sasha Vezenkov. I think I have to throw him in D for now, just because we haven't really seen him play yet. But over in the early, he was really, really good, and I'm interested to see his role with the Kings. If he plays like he did overseas, like he did with the Kings, man, then they got a special thing over there. Scotty, I throw him in C. Won Rookie of the Year, then had a kind of disappointing second season. Didn't really take a big jump. But now with the Raptors and this new, I don't know what the Raptors are doing over there. So I don't know how to really gauge the Raptors situation. So I don't know what Scotty's going to look like, but hopefully he has a bounce back season. Jeremy Sohan, also going to throw him in C. Had a really solid rookie year. I think he's going to be a really good player for the Spurs. A very unique, but does a lot of different things well. Tari Eason, also going in C tier, even though I think he's going to be one of the best role players in the league for the next few years to come, and maybe jump from there. Love his game. Swiss Army knife type forward that could do a little bit of everything. Defensively, he can guard multiple different positions, get a lot of steals, get the passing lanes. Offensively, he can handle the ball, he can shoot the 3, he can drive, he can do everything. He can do everything. Swiss Army knife is going to be in the league for a long time if he keeps up those skills. Terry Taylor, and put him in D, the 6'3" power forward. Thaddeus Young, I think I got to throw him in D for now. He's older, isn't really getting a lot of consistent minutes. I honestly forgot he's still in the NBA with the Raptors, but yeah. Thanasis, I throw him in D. JT Thor, throw him in the G League. I honestly forgot he existed as well. Isaiah Todd, G League. I'll just put all these guys in G League. Well, Hunter Tyson I'm putting. Yeah. I'll put him in D. Maybe he can do something with the Nuggets if he gets opportunity to, Jared Vanderbilt. He's going to go in C. Just got paid. Shout out to Vando. Really, really good defender. Really good defender. Brings a lot of energy. Just offensively, he's kind of limited. PJ Washington also going in C. Also just got paid not too long ago by the Charlotte Hornets. He had a really solid year last year. I really like PJ Washington, what he can do. Kind of a small ball 5, more of a 4, but can play a small ball 5. Can shoot the 3 ball. Defensively, he's not bad. Can score in the paint as well when you need him to. He's solid. Trent Wofford, I throw him in D. He had really good moments last year with Portland, though, and then he got waived. I don't know what happened there, but now he got picked up by the Nets, and hopefully he can keep a job there. Zeke Naji, I throw him in D. And then Zion Williamson. I'm going to put him in A. I know a lot of stuff about Zion. There's a lot of stuff that comes with Zion. The injuries and not playing a lot. But when he does play, he's one of the best in the league. He's played he's played 1 year, and in that year he made the All-Star team, averaged 25 points per game. He's really, really good. So yes, of course, it's very disappointing because the injuries, and we haven't really seen him play fully through a career. We only get to see him play 30 games a year. But when he does play, he's up here on this level. So I'm gonna keep him up there in A. Alright, looking back at this list, I'm solid. I'm fine with it. S tier, I think, is Giannis, Kawhi, KD. Those guys are there. A tier, I'm fine with the A tier as well. Draymond, Jaren, Cat, Pascal, Juice Randle, Zion. B tier, Paolo, Bojan, Cam Johnson, Evan Mobley, Aaron Gordon, Jeremy Grant, Kyle Kuzma, Larry Markkinen. Yeah, I'm fine with it. And then the C, D, F, or G League, I'm sorry. There's a lot of players there, so you can just look to yourself on that, Yeah, C, D, G Leaguers. But yeah, I'm fine with this list. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, turn notifications on, stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. Go check out the other ranking videos, the point guard, shooting guards, and small forwards. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.